All right, I've been using ZBrush for a while, and I sculpted this werewolf in ZBrush a couple of days ago, and now I got the opportunity to work with ZBrush 2021. And the difference between this, it's got a really cool addition to the previous ZBrush. It's called Dynamics, and basically what it is, you could create objects within ZBrush and make it interact with gravity, the forces of gravity. So I could basically make this werewolf into a piece of blob, turn on the gravity, and it'll just flop. But the main use for this is clothes. So the first thing you want to do is probably create a T-shirt on your character. What I did was I used the mask tool, and basically the mask tool is like painting, and you're basically painting on the polygon, the object itself. See, and then if you do another key command, you could erase the mask. So that's what I did with the top half of this model. I created a T-shirt, and then I went in and started giving it some tears and some detail. So you could do that by just using the remove mask tool using the keystroke. I'm not going to teach you guys how to use the mask, okay? I'm just going to show you the capabilities of the dynamics. But in order for me to show that to you, I got to make a T-shirt first. It's it it helps a lot easier by giving you some sort of reference of what I'm trying to explain. So I'm gonna poke some holes here, give it some rip. Remember, try to make your shirt a little bit organic, not so symmetrical. So that's what I'm doing. Just going in here and just erasing things, making it look a little um, interesting, because that's what gives your character. All right, let me just fill that back in. Let's go ahead and sharpen this up a little bit. Whoops, there. So now I sharpened it up. Now I'm ready to extract this information. So what do we do next? We extract. So you'll come down here and look for a extract tool, which is right here. Um, this extract tool, I use it a while, and it's crazy. It's just nutty. It's overkill. To tell you the truth, and it's not easy to control. You have to keep guessing. So what you end up wanting to do is have two subtools. One subtool is going to be the wolf, and then once I extract it, it's going to be the shirt. So I got this plugin called Extract Pro Plus, and it's around $4. So what I like to do is set it up to 5K, and keep the thickness as its default, and extract it. Once I do that, you're gonna have a second extract tool. All right. I mean, not second extract tool, subtool. You're gonna have a second subtool. Sorry about that. You get distracted sometimes. All right, this is gonna take a while, maybe 20 seconds. And since this plugin is like $4, it's got a lot of bugs, but I would say 80–90% of the time it's pretty reliable. But when your machine does crash, all you have to do is restart ZBrush. And it's probably because you may inadvertently set the setting too high or something, and that usually causes it. All right, so now we have the shirt. It's still, basically just took that uh, skin, your mask, and made it into another object. It didn't remove anything. It basically extracted it. See, so if we get rid of the shirt, the wolf is still there. If we bring the shirt back, it fits right over your mask. Okay, so now that we have the mask and the shirt, we don't need this, but we do need it because that's going to be a collider. So when you run the dynamic, you have to have the collider visible, and you have to run the dynamics on the object that you picked. In this case, it's going to be the shirt. So go to dynamics, make sure collision volume is on. All right. After that does this thing, come back over here and then you press simulation. Voila, it starts simulating cloth. Now, and it does really good, and I'm really impressed. So you could turn it off by pressing run simulation again, and that shuts the simulation. Now let's take a look at this. It looks pretty good. Even the tears on the back is drooping, and that's good. Um, there's parts here that shouldn't be drooping because shirts don't really droop. So that's the part that I'm gonna work on real quick. So let me undo this, and then again you just go back to your mask tool and you mask it. Turn on symmetry. So I don't have to do the other side. Mask that part right there. It doesn't have to be intensity too high. You just want it to droop ever so slightly. So go ahead. Yeah. Okay, that's about right. Okay, looks good. Run the dynamics again, and then as you can see, the top part is sticking on there. You can keep messing around with it until you get a nice feel of how tight you want the shirt to be, how loose you want it to be. Another way of turning off the simulation is just start revolving around the space, and it'll turn off by itself. So there you go, and that's how you create clothes in ZBrush. This is a really big leap. It's a time saver. This would have taken me a while, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to create this. Got it done, I don't know, in less than 7 minutes. All right, that's it. See you guys.